Hello boys and girls around the world, how are you today? I hope you're good, I hope you're fine, because today's video will be a review for a game that came out a few months ago. I'm talking about Ubisoft's new game Immortals Fenyx Rising. Why after so many months? Because due to my tough schedule, I got the opportunity to play it and finish it right now. So grab your drinks, relax and enjoy the video review. Before I begin, I would like to remind you that the review is in my opinion the way I experienced the game. So, on December 3rd, 2020, Ubisoft released a new, let's say, Breath of the Wild game called Immortals Fenyx Rising. The game was developed by Ubisoft Quebec team which created the Assassin's Creed Odyssey. A small fun information is that the project originated from a software bug that the team discovered during the development of Odyssey, which changed the illustrious crew into giant cyclops, and decided that it would be a good idea to create a separate game that embraces the mythological side of ancient Greece. Now, this time I will begin with the gameplay. Immortals, as we all know, is an action-adventure game played from third-person perspective. At the beginning of the game, you can customize the gender, voice, and the appearance of Fenyx. Of course, you can change whatever you like at any point in the game, which I like that idea from Ubisoft. After the character creation, Fenyx has to dive and discover the Golden Isle. A huge open world to explore full of mysteries, for example monsters originated from ancient Greek mythology, puzzles ready to be solved and more. The gameplay is quite good, the story is beautiful and has its own pace, the map is big and vast with many challenges ahead like defeating difficult enemies, find some ingredients to craft your potions, spend the coins of currents to increase your character stats, and there are so much more. Also, I can say that it was easy to play it with keyboard and mouse on my computer. The UI is the same design as the Assassin's Creed, which I got used to it really quickly without any problems. As we know, Ubisoft is a company with beautiful and tremendous open world games. Once again, in Immortals, they delivered a beautiful world with beautiful graphics. The game is set to the Golden Isle, a world consisting of 7 distinct regions inspired by the ancient Greek gods. A world full of enemies inspired by the ancient Greek mythology such as harpies, minotaurs, and so on. You will come across with many various actions such as a secondary quests, finding mysteries or hidden rewards, and many more activities, and of course we have the Vaults of Tartarus too, which I hated them after a certain point of the game. In general, I like the world. Firstly, I love the idea that each part region was made for each god. For example, the Warsden region is for Ares, the god of war, the Valley of Eternal Spring, which it belongs to Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. And of course the other 5 regions are designed for the other gods. There are many challenges in the map like the myth challenges, defeating legendary beasts or mythical bosses, completing the vaults, doing the gods quest, and so much more. The map is quite active and you will not get bored easily. One more addition on the world are the Vaults of Tartarus. You enter these vaults by entering the rits across the world. The vaults have 3 levels of difficulty, which it is shown in the description on the map after you enter it. Each vault, with a few exceptions, is guaranteed to provide you one of juice lighting at the end, which can be used in the Hall of Gods to upgrade Fenyx's stamina. All the vaults have traps, puzzles to solve, and sometimes you will come across enemies or bosses to fight. At the beginning they were nice and challenging, but after a certain point in the storyline I felt that they were a bit too much. Especially the ones in the main storyline. You had a lot of puzzles to solve on the main storyline, really. I got tired at some point with the Vaults of Tartarus. In general, the open world is beautiful with a variety of activities. You will not get bored easily, as I said, and you will enjoy the beautiful landscapes, statues, temples, and all the places that the game has to offer. Immortals has a nice and easy combat system. Well, at least for me. Fenyx uses a sword for the light attacks, an axe for the heavy attacks, and a bow for the range attacks. Also, she's blessed by the gods to use the powers in order to defeat all the difficult enemies that she finds in her way. The powers are like Heracles' strength, which you can use it to move heavy objects or throw rocks to the enemies. And it's something that I love that, and I have done that many times when I played. And sometimes when I play I'm still doing it. Also, there are more powers which you will discover during the storyline or by exploring the world. Fenyx uses also all kinds of potions, health potion for life regeneration, stamina potion for stamina regeneration of course, attack potion which enhances weapons and abilities for 90 seconds, and of course a defense potion which improves the defense for 90 seconds too. You can find this potion in the hidden chest or you can brew them in the Cauldron of Circe in the Hall of God. Each potion needs its own ingredient to craft it. For example, the stamina potion needs blue mushrooms. The attack potion is the Olympian fig. You can find these ingredients in the world or in the chest. Now, on the character. There are many weapons and armors which you wear and grant you some bonuses like attack, ability and so on. I believe here Ubisoft wanted to give the players the freedom of choice and use which armor set and weapon would be the best for them. On the other hand, the health system in Immortals Fenyx Rising is very simple. Your health will regenerate depending on how many health bars you have remaining. If you lose a health bar in combat, you will be locked out of regenerating that bar unless you eat a pomegranate or drink a health potion. Of course, the stamina system is a bit different. You will lose stamina during swimming, climbing, running, flying and using your abilities. But during combat, you can regenerate stamina but slowly. If you dodge a skill or parry an attack, you will regenerate 2 or 3 chunks of stamina. I don't remember that well. Also, you can spend the coins of Charon in the Hall of Gods and earn the abilities of gods, or use them to talent points and increase the stats of Phoenix. Now my favorite part, the storyline. Before I begin, I would like to warn you for spoilers. If you haven't played the game yet and you do not want to hear any spoilers, please skip this part or close the video. It is completely understandable. Now, if you wish to stay, let's dive in the storyline. As we all know that Titan Typhon manages to escape after eons of imprisonment and take his revenge on the Olympian gods, severing them from their godly essences and robbing them of their powers. Zeus flees and meets Prometheus, seeking to secure his aid in battling Typhon. Then we have Phoenix, a young Greek shield bearer of the Delian League, barely survives a shipwreck and washes up on the Golden Isle. She is shocked to find out that her crew and the residents of the Golden Isle have turned to stone, and she tries to find a way to save them. She understands that she can absorb the powers of Zeus' lighting, she obtains the wings of Icarus, and after that she understands that the strange one which she met in the beginning is Hermes, the god of speed. Together they escape Typhon's fury and end up in the Hall of Gods. There, her story begins. I like the storyline much. Ubisoft delivers a nice storytelling with some mysteries, with many character developments, and a small plot twist in the end. For example, we see an arrogant and egoistic Zeus, which during the storyline he starts to understand his mistakes and how wrong he was with his children. Not only him, but all the gods are haunted by their past mistakes, and they realize that they are not different from the mortals. Also, the jokes are a beautiful touch in the scenario. I like the narration between Prometheus and Zeus, with Zeus being caustic at some points. I love the storyline in general, with the humor, the shocking ending and how the characters development goes on. And honestly, after the main storyline, I can't wait to play the DLCs. Now about the graphics and glitches. For bugs and glitches, I didn't encounter anything. My gameplay was good without any problems. Maybe because I played it right now and not on the launch. In terms of graphics, I love these, let's say, cartoonish graphics. They remind me of Breath of the Wild and they bring this nice atmosphere to the game. Actually, they complete the game with the scenario, the gameplay and everything else that it delivers. You will love the beautiful landscapes in the map, the scenes, the lighting, the details and everything else. In general, I love these graphics for this game. Now after everything it comes to my general opinion. So in general, Ubisoft delivers a fantastic open world in terms of graphics, gameplay, storyline and so on. I loved everything about the game. Well, except the Vaults of Tartarus at some point. Well, that's because I'm not a fan of puzzles in general, but I can say that they were a bit funny too. If you're a fan of Breath of the Wild, you will love this game too. I recommend you to play it. It's a beautiful game with amazing graphics. I know I have said that, but I will say that again. Phoenix has amazing graphics, open world and a nice storyline, which I suggest you to avoid the spoilers if you plan to play it. A bit of advice, do not trust the game. It's an open world game and it will be better if you take your time to complete it. Well, that was quite a lot for a review. I hope guys I made you to understand about Phoenix. I hope I gave you what you wanted to see. But in general, trust me, if you love open world games and especially if you like Breath of the Wild, you're gonna love this game too. It's worth to play Immortals Fenyx Rising. Trust me, you will love it. Anyway guys, thanks for tuning in. If you liked the video, please smash that like button, smash that share button and of course smash that subscribe button. And always, comments are always welcome. It helps us to get better and better. and your support is very valuable to us. You can follow us also on our social media, Instagram, TikTok and Twitter, and you will know there when we have updates or when a new video is coming out. And I would like to remind you that once we reach 100 subscribers, we're gonna make a giveaway. So till then, stay safe, stay strong, and I will see you guys on the next video. See ya!